Welcome on back, everybody, to another episode of Comic Conquest. We're here, another
We did it.
movie breakdown, review predictions.
We're on top of it. Anyway, let's talk about
The breakdown.
the breakdown.
I don't want to
burps.
go. Well, first of all, spoilers, of course, to this video. If you haven't seen the movie, go see it.
Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty enjoyable, fun.
Breakdown. I don't want to go over everything. Of course, we see Gorr. His basic origin almost. And Gorr's not really the focus of this movie, obviously.
No, it's a Thor and Jane movie.
Yeah. And we instantly go from Gorr to Jane. And of course, her cancer diagnosis. I actually like the transition too. The camera work for that.
Yeah.
And
There's good camera work in this movie.
Surprisingly, right? That's a joke. I love you, Taika. And we get her diagnosis. She's going through chemo. We see Darcy again, of course, played by Kat Dennings.
Last time we saw her was WandaVision, and she doesn't mention it in any
at all.
Which is, you know what, fair.
I get it. And as they say, modern medicine is failing Jane Foster. She's
got
died.
stage 4 something cancer. They don't really.
I
don't think they specify what kind, but it's stage 4, and that's the last stage.
Yeah, it is. And she is like feeling all sad that she's gonna pass away without getting to finish her stuff in the lab, and she suddenly gets a feeling, I guess.
Feels a call.
A call to a book she had about Mjolnir, and she reads about how it helps people that have the powers of Thor and great health and strength
And
stamina.
MacGuffin, and yeah.
And then she goes to Asgard, which I actually thought was pretty cool. We got to see Asgard, the tourist location with its theme park rides and stuff.
New Asgard has clearly been like monetized, and you can tell King Valkyrie's like
Old Spice ad, I loved it. And then we play. She gets the hammer.
Yeah, she gets the hammer, and while all this is going on, we get a little bit of we're going through Thor. Thor has a good old workout montage.
Yep.
He's going through.
Korg is telling his story.
Korg's narrating it. He's like, "Yeah, he's Thor. He got his shit together. You know, it's good stuff." And then
He went from sad bod to god bod.
God bod, yeah. And so he's going through, and then Thor's with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I can't tell if Peter goes between being really done with his shit and being like, yeah, this is my guy.
It's a mix of both, and he helps fight these guys, or whatever, and he like gets the goats for helping him.
Yeah, he gets the 2 screaming goats.
And then they search all the distress calls, and they see all these distress calls about Gorr, and then Thor sees Sif, and he's like, holy shit, I gotta go save Sif. And then the Guardians
they're like, oh shit, yeah, you go to that one, woo, we got you. And Thor's like, goodbye, they're already gone. And then he goes there, and he's like, Sif, what's going on? She's like, this guy's fucking nuts, dude.
And I also should mention, they called it the Necro Sword.
Yeah,
I was really happy they did that, even though they twisted it a bit. They kept the lore of the god that was dead and the other god, and then he picks up. Anyway, and then she's like, he's going for Asgard, and he's like, oh shit.
Oh my god. And then we go to Asgard, and Asgard's under attack, and Christian Bale is using the knight.
He's
in the shadows.
He's the Dark Knight.
I mean, no, he's hiding in the shadow. Fuck.
And he is, instead of like the Clintar like symbiote powers, it's more of like shadow powers, and he summons these shadow demons that look like all these different types of monsters and aliens, and they attack Asgard, and then Thor comes and he's saving the day or whatever. And then they get their first encounter with
Mighty Thor. She breaks through, and Thor's like, what's going on? I hear Mjolnir. What the shit? And then he's like, who are you? Because
she's
Mighty
wearing a
Thor's
mask.
got a mask, and she's like, oh, what's up? And he's like, Mjolnir.
And he takes the kids in the sleep. Oh, he fights Gorr for the first time, 1v1.
Yeah.
And he's like, holy shit, the Necro Sword, that's crazy, dog.
Damn.
And then
Gorr's
Gorr's
like, shit, I guess I'll just steal the children now.
Yeah. after he gets his shit kicked in,
Yeah.
he dips and he takes all the Asgardian children. You're like, why did Gorr take all the children? It's to lure Thor out.
Yeah.
And then we get our team up. Of course, in the comics, August, it takes 3 people to defeat Gorr, and it's 3 Thors. All of them are Odin's son, basically. And I really thought in this movie we were gonna get Thor, Mighty Thor, and
Beta Ray Bill?
I thought we were gonna get Beta Ray Bill.
Okay. I was
but,
like, we didn't talk about. I was like, the fuck do you want?
The storyline that they went with is Thor, and
King Valkyrie.
King Valkyrie, which I actually don't mind. I really like Tessa Thompson's character.
Yeah, she's great.
And we go off on the adventure to go to the Omnipotent City.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I thought you would have seen more Easter eggs, I guess.
I don't know. There was some like fuck yous. Like you see the Celestials.
Yeah, there's 2 Celestials just chilling. They're just chilling there, and they're like, "What's up?" And you get Zeus, and Zeus is kind of a dick, which fits everything that he should be. That's Zeus, and we get a fucking dumpling.
Bao.
There's a Bao god.
Bao. His name's Bao.
Is that I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't know if that's canon. But you see Jane, and Jane is loving it.
She's really having a good time.
She's having the time of her life, and they're swinging around and whatnot. And then they're like, "Oh, we'll go hide out in the meeting, and we'll ask Zeus." And Zeus is like, "Man, Gorr's only queuing these beauty gods. We're good gods.
If he doesn't come here, we're good."
And then he kills.
Yeah, he kills Zeus.
No, he kills Gorr. Zeus kills Gorr. He's like, "Fuck you," and then Thor's like, "No, fuck you."
Yeah, Zeus is like, there's a big battle. Zeus does his Thunderbolt and Thunderbolt strikes Korg, and Korg starts crumbling, and then Thor's like, "You bitch."
And this is really the replacement for the Ultimate Universe Mjolnir, I think, is what they're really going for here. Is that instead of the Ultimate Universe Mjolnir, they just use Zeus's Thunderbolt, which I guess works.
Yeah.
Just as well.
I see what. Yeah.
For the 3 Thors.
That's right. Yeah.
And then there's some great, of course, it's a great writing, and the comedy is great, and there's all those scenes where he's like Mjolnir, and then Stormbreaker in.
There's a lot of this. There's 2 relationships, 2 love stories going on, I guess, and 2 exes and making up, and it's Mjolnir and Thor and Jane, and Stormbreaker keeps literally hey, the fuck's going on here?
And then you're like, well, how did Mighty Thor get her hammer? And then they show you the flashback of the rom-com clips, and then Thor drunkenly
he's just was drunk on love. He's like, Mjolnir, you
protect
you gotta promise me to always protect her. And Mjolnir's like, shit, I guess that's a fucking,
that's just how that works.
That's on me now.
And then they go and they're like, what do they do after? Oh, they take the Thunderbolt and they kill Zeus. And then you see the 2 Celestials, which I felt like it was just a spit in your face. I don't know.
The 2 Celestials are there, and they fly off, and then they're like, all right, time to go get Gorr. And we get that really cool black and white battle.
The Shadow Realm.
And we see that Gorr's trying to get to the center of the universe.
The center of the universe to eternity to make a wish. To kill all the gods, and then they're like, "What do you think Gorr the God Butcher is gonna wish for?"
Shit, you're right.
And yeah,
but you need the Bifrost you need to open the Bifrost, which is the last key to do that. And Stormbreaker, that's what Stormbreaker does. It opens the Bifrost.
So I guess.
So Gorr's gotta use Stormbreaker.
That's why, yeah. And then Jane. Well, when they're on the Shadow Realm planet, Jane's the one that figures it out, and she throws Stormbreaker.
Beats it, and then there's tension.
And this is probably one of my favorite scenes, is this scene when he summons all the shadows and stuff, and he's like, summon the axe, summon the fucking axe. And this is where you paid for Christian Bale. Christian Bale,
he's gone. He goes nuts.
What a chameleon,
he's
that
crazy.
Guy. And he's confirmed for Spider-Man. That's a joke. And yeah, I guess he's like, you're a Valkyrie, and you're a dying.
You're dying. and then epic fight scene,
Yep.
and then Valkyrie gets stabbed in the back with the lightning bolt. Her
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt. With the thunderbolt, and then so now she doesn't have a kidney, and then
and
then
so
they gotta go.
And then Jane's like, we gotta take her away, and then they retreat, but Gorr gets Stormbreaker, and the magic between like these fight scenes is like Thor's been in so many movies. Like you said it earlier, like I really thought he could die at any time in this movie.
Yeah, this is Thor's 4th movie, and honestly, there hasn't been anything concrete with, no, he's coming back. There's been like, Chris Hemsworth's like, I'll keep going if you want, but there was never like, he doesn't die. I'm sure there's a clip of Taika saying like,
he's gonna die.
No, he's good, he doesn't. But this entire time I was like,
is he gonna die? Yeah.
You're gonna kill him? Honestly, I won't lie. At the very beginning, I was like, you're gonna fucking kill Thor right now? Like at the start?
That'd be wild.
Like a bold move. No, they didn't.
No,
thank goodness.
But they fight and then they dip and then he has Stormbreaker.
Gorr has Stormbreaker and he takes all the kids to eternity and they're all kind of gathered there as all these different statues emerge, and I think there was the Watcher, there was the Tribunal.
There's the Tribunal, there was the Celestials.
There was the Celestial, and then there were like 4 others that
I'm sure
did not get to see.
I'm sure
because
some guy screenshot was like, actually, this is the...
Seeing as we haven't watched the movie 6 times for your Easter egg enjoyment, but don't worry about it.
We've been seeing the Tribunal, almost never.
Yeah, the Tribunal's popping up everywhere.
Anyway, and then he starts unlocking the thing with Stormbreaker, like...
Yeah, it's opening, and Thor shows up, and he's
with
like...
the lightning bolt.
And he also tells Jane...
Oh, yes,
he's like, yo, Jane, you can't use Mjolnir. And she's like, why? He's like, well, it's
literally killing you.
It's eradicating all the chemo in your body. So if you use it one more time, you will die. Which is something that's exactly what's going on in the comics. Every time Jane uses the hammer or powers up, all the chemo is like pushed out of her body, so it puts her back at square one, which just sucks.
And they did a great job of like showing like when she drops it and like she reverts back.
Yeah, you see her at the beginning, like she's still like healthy, like but she's
when she first got diagnosed.
Yeah, when she's first diagnosed, she's like healthy, she's like full, but like every time you see it, her like eyes are darkening and like her cheeks are getting like thinner.
It's sad, bro. And he's like, I have to do this myself because then Valkyrie got stabbed.
Yeah, Valkyrie's
she's gonna be okay, but she just can't fight.
Yeah, she's out of it.
And then Thor goes with the lightning, or the thunderbolt.
The thunderbolt, yeah, he teleports there, and all the kids are about to be crushed. He saves them, and he's like, "All right, guys, pick up a weapon." And they're all like, "The fuck? There's no weapon." He's like, "Just go pick up something." And then he's like, "With the power vested in me for a limited time only, you too can be Thor. You too can be Thor for $9.99.
Yeah, for a small donation, you too could be Thor
for only limited." And it's. We talked about this on the car ride here. It is a goofy, stupid.
It's really goofy.
It's a good, goofy, stupid, like, everybody gets powered up and all these kids are just screaming and kicking ass.
With
like,
the kid with the racket that's, like, shooting lightning at people.
Like, doing epic combos, throwing the things, like, pieces of rubble between each other. You know what? I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I don't know. I'm not just hype about it, but...
I mean, I could totally do without it, but you know what?
Yeah.
It was.
And then Thor's there, he's fighting Gorr one-on-one with the lightning bolt.
Combos.
And he's about to take it out, and then, of course, see...
Mjolnir's like, yo, let's fucking get it.
Get it. And
let's get it.
Jane takes... I actually thought this was really cool. She takes Valkyrie's horse thing.
Yeah, she takes the flying horse and shows up, and then Thor start doing combos, and... It's really sad because Thor's like,
she's gonna die.
No, you're gonna die. And Jane's like, nah, right now.
I'd rather enjoy myself than be bedridden.
And then so Thor's like, okay, we gotta destroy the blade, and then we gotta also break Stormbreaker free from its teleportation shootingness, and they do that.
But it opens up eternity, and you're like, oh shit! But then the Necro sword breaks.
Yeah, the Necro sword breaks.
Did Mjolnir?
No, Mjolnir. I think it was just like contained it and then totally like broke it or something. I don't know. I thought Mjolnir was gonna be broken again.
Me too.
When it was like that's a sacrifice that Jane can't have Mjolnir to like save.
That's what I thought.
I was like, damn, Mjolnir's dead again.
And then they go, and then he's like,
they're in eternity, and Gorr's like, he's won.
He's right in front of the Wishmaker, and he's like,
I'm gonna do it. And then Thor's like, if you know what, fuck it, you won. And Gorr's like, what? He's
what?
like,
I don't want to.
If you think I'm gonna beat your ass instead of go spend time with Jane before we both die, no, I choose love. And then Gorr's like,
love.
Shit, I want love too. And he's like, I wish my daughter to be back. Also, his daughter dies at the very start of this.
Just like his normal origin.
And he begs to a god, and the god's like, bitch.
Fuck you. And then Gorr is like, but I'm dying, but I'm gonna
also
spawn my
dying.
daughter. And then his daughter's there while he's dying, and it's like, oh shit.
Oh damn. And then Jane dies and goes off to Valhalla after saying something. She apparently has a cool catchphrase.
I guess so.
Him. I guess we'll have to wait.
Wait.
Yay! And then Gorr's dying there, and his daughter's with him, and then he's like, "You, Thor, protect my daughter." And Thor's like, "Okay,
Fine.
Okay, I'll protect your daughter."
And then we go back to Asgard, and there's a statue of
we
Jane.
go-
And
Mighty Thor's got a statue, and it's really sweet. I'm like, damn, this is actually kind of touching.
and then Valkyrie's training the kid.
Valkyrie's training all the kids. Lady Sif has one arm and is training Axel, which is Heimdall's son, which I forgot he had a child in any capacity. And then like Thor's like in this kitchen making pancakes, and he's like, "All right, kiddo,
Time to go.
We're not gonna name you, remember?" And the kid has fucking cosmic laser eyes. It's terrifying as shit. He's like, why? They're fighting, and it's really cute because
He's a dad.
She's his actual daughter, right?
Yeah. And then, in real life, that's Chris Hemsworth.
Daughter and father in real life, and then they go to fucking kick ass.
Yeah, they go to be Love and Thunder.
Yeah, and the daughter has Stormbreaker. And I'm like, okay, I understand that you and Mjolnir like go way back, but like Stormbreaker has to objectively be the better weapon, right?
I don't know, dog.
Like, man, I guess
Mjolnir
got an
Mjolnir was
upgrade.
like fixed at the end, like it didn't have the cracks.
No, it did have cracks.
Yeah, but on the one side she like paint.
Yeah, I don't know.
A lot of questions for me.
Did Mjolnir get an up? Does Mjolnir still have the cool upgrade where it can like split apart? I mean, that's pretty cool. But Stormbreaker has a fucking axe on it and can open the Bifrost.
Yeah, he also, I don't know if he was doing this at Endgame Infinity War, but like when you saw him fight with Stormbreaker, he would like actually use both sides.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope. But
Yeah,
that's the ending of the movie.
That's the post credit scene. We get Jane goes to Valhalla. This is the least exciting one.
Yeah.
Jane goes to Valhalla and meets Heimdall, and he's like, "What's
Welcome to
up?
Valhalla,
Let's go. Let's chill." And she's like, "Oh, epic. Let's go." And then the first post credit scene
was Zeus, who's like,
Zeus,
man, fuck these superheroes.
he's like, I
dog."
got a hole in my chest, and yo, my son.
He's like, fuck these superheroes. We're gonna kill Thor so that they respect us again.
Because we're
And then
gods.
you see Hercules.
And Hercules is there, and very accurate comic attire. And he's like, "Sounds good, Dad." I don't know who the actor was.
I don't know either. It's like the end of the movie.
But yeah, I mean, as sarcastic as we sound, I think we're just kind of tired.
Review.
Scale. We haven't done this stupid bit. Scale.
Well, I like that one.
Thank you.
Scale. I don't know how I fully feel about this yet. Do I like it more than Ragnarok? If I'm being honest, no.
Yeah, Ragnarok was like a special kind of thing.
But I will admit, I love the fight scenes in this movie.
Yeah.
They do a great job of utilizing all their powers, so it's not like you just have two of the same Thors fighting. Like, they very much emphasize the difference between Stormbreaker and Mjolnir and Jane and normal Thor's powers. And of course, Valkyrie has some good fight scenes in this too, when she's like bathing in the gold blood.
Mm-hmm.
I also like as much as I said I don't like really the goofiness at the end fight scene, but I like all the goofiness up to it.
Yeah.
it breaks the ice of this lady that has cancer and she's dying, and then like
it's a serious,
this
like,
guy, this
topic.
psychotic guy kidnaps these children. He's like, I'm gonna commit genocide.
And Thor's like massively depressed.
Yeah, like it's a good like balancer for that movie.
Yeah.
I would have liked a more serious final fight scene. Of course, it is kind of serious, but it's also kind of goofy because in the background you see these kids like flailing shit around.
All right, let me ask you this though: does it feel independent? Because one thing I've been missing from a lot of the Marvel movies lately is that they've felt like you have to do required reading. Like Doctor Strange, I like Doctor Strange, but I also watched WandaVision, so I have a greater appreciation for why Wanda is the way she is in this. Does, like, including, I guess, in the Thor quadrilogy, fuck off. Does it feel like it's still like it's
You
not,
could just watch
like
Thor.
if you watched all the Thor movies, would you still be able to get
No, because you'd have to watch Infinity War and Endgame, I think.
I suppose, yeah.
They do show everyone he loves dies. I guess you're right at that. Like, Korg sums up most of it.
I think it's one of the better movies, and like you could just put this on, and you don't need to do all these, like, sure, it's like it'd be better if you knew why everything was, but if you watched all the Thor movies, I feel like you'd be fine.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Like,
which is one of the things I think a lot of people like about Ragnarok. It's like it's just Thor going on an adventure.
Yeah, and he always says it. It's another classic Thor adventure.
Yeah.
I like the acting in this. I like a lot about it. What are we gonna give it a score wise? I don't know.
Yeah, the scale's just been chilling down here. We've been like procrastinating. I'd give it like 8. 7.5.
7.5. I could safely say 7.5, like easily. Of course, maybe. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Maybe I don't have to sneeze. Okay, 7.5. Better than Doctor Strange, you think? I rewatched Doctor Strange, and I do like it.
The more I think about Doctor Strange, the more I'm like,
I don't know. This was good. So this will kind of go to the predictions. That character at the end, that Love, or Gorr's daughter, of course, I do not believe is in the comics. I think that's an original character entirely. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with that character. I just don't know.
It's very open-ended at this point.
It's very open-ended, and Jane dying at the end, I was like, really? We just got Jane.
They just reconciled.
I like Jane. But I think, I don't know, like the fact that they had her at the last scene, I was like, is this just to be like her send-off? Like, I feel like you ruined her last moment with Thor when he's like, you're a god, like.
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it though. I had fun. I will definitely rewatch this sometime in the future.
Yeah, I think like they lose me at the ending a little bit, but the first like 90% of this movie, I'm like,
this good.
Thumbs up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have any other predictions for besides, of course, he's gonna fight Hercules?
I think Hercules is gonna be specifically in a Thor movie. I don't know if they will do another straight up Thor movie.
Well, they said Thor will return.
Yeah, but then again, like, there's a bunch of, I don't know, there's build-ups. You gotta do another Avengers something.
I just don't know. I'm interested to see, like, do they do a time skip with the kid? Like,
I don't know.
I just don't know what's gonna happen.
But yeah, I'm curious to see where it goes. It's really interesting that they keep bringing up the tribunal.
Yeah, I feel like that's just like, it's here somewhere. It's always here.
Do you think they're trying to get everybody like, look over there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, look at distraction.
Yeah, and like the Celestials, I was like, why are we, what?
I was gonna say though, when we were coming up to eternity, I'm like, this is looking pretty Galactus.
Yeah, you're right. Like the little statue thing too was like,
are we gonna get some Galactus?
I don't know. They could have.
Anyway, I think that's anything important.
Yeah, so if like they didn't tease like the next big thing, Of course, Kevin Feige did an interview and he was like, "It's there if you know what to look for," and I'm like,
I don't know what to look for.
I'm like, I'm dumb, Kevin. I read the books. I still don't know.
Kevin, I have like a small attention span.
Yeah. Kevin, I can't keep watching these movies.
Kevin.
Kevin, just tell me, Kevin.
What are we building to?
Yeah.
It's not just the multiverse, is it?
Who knows?
Anyway, leave your Thor Love
Like-
and Thunder just down below.
Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you thought about Thor Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Got him.
Oi! Oh, I don't.